So with the collab coming back, we have a death match featuring Riku, which I think we did last time too. Not 100% sure, don't quote me on that. But we're going to talk about how we're going to be able to solo this guy on Extreme. Now, if you've seen our Demon King fight, if you've seen our most recent Dogs fight, you're probably familiar with the setup. That is going to be Baldr, Freyr, Green Hawkslow, and Nanashi. The best food that we can use here is going to be defense because the main source of damage is going to be Baldr, who scales off defense. Our card set is going to be the latest god characteristic set, increasing basic stats, and we do have two gods right here. And the way this team is going to work is we have basically, I can't look at their kits like this. I cannot. So we have Baldr's counter, right? That's up on turn 1, and then he has his own counter as an actual card. Freyr increasing single target damage. Hawkslow increases defense, I believe, and then Nashi increases defense-related stats and basic stats. So we've got basically 3 whole buffers for a little appearing boy who's going to do a lot of counter damage. Not to mention Hawkslow does have his damage increase buff, so that's going to be pretty relevant. We're going to go ahead and jump into it here. The one thing you're going to notice right off the bat, right, is Riku's going to have a damage fixed buff, I think it's called. What's it called? Fixed, yeah. Damage fixed, I said it backwards. Fixed damage buff. He doesn't take any damage, and that's just going to last the first turn. So, 1 turn, right there, you're going to see that. Obviously, he's going to take extra damage from Overlord, so if you want to use an Overlord team, feel free to. But yeah. What we're going to do here is, it doesn't really matter. I am going to get rid of this extra Baldr card, because I do want him to have the Nanashi buffs. That's crucial. So, not the best draw turn 1, but we throw out some nonsense. Doesn't matter. We're just trying to get rid of Riku's, trying to pass the first turn so that his fixed damage goes away. And our turn 1's going to have our Baldr counter up. We only pulled 1 Baldr counter, or Baldr card, so we're going to have the Nanashi buff, which is good for us. So it's gone, right? He attacks, and then Baldr hits his counter, and then Riku gets 1 shot for the first phase. So that's great. It's not even peak damage because we didn't have the Nanashi buffs there. So we're going to go ahead and go into phase 2. And what we will do is buff up, and we'll counter. And then I guess if you need the extra damage, you can throw out this attack. Doesn't really matter that much. The buff and the counter, I mean, if yours is probably built decently enough, it's going to kill anyways. Because, I mean, look at the Freyr damage is almost 50% of his health. About 60-ish. So, that's pretty big. He does have a heal. So, actually, what we just said doesn't matter. Get a little pierce rate buff. That's cool. Going into Hawkslow doesn't matter. 1 mil crit, which is pretty impressive, if I do say so myself. So that really doesn't require any card RNG. You literally only need your starting hand of cards. The only thing I would recommend here, like I said, is trying to make sure that you get the Nanashi buffs if the damage is lacking. But it's pretty easy, pretty simple. If you guys like to drop a thumb, maybe subscribe to that. I'll see you in the next one.